In this video, we're going to go over how to do an external purchase for inventory service or repair. So from our purchasing homepage under the Legendary Purchasing app, we're going to select on Purchase Inventory Service, where we can select the inventory we wish to purchase service for. I'll select these two items, and then we're going to do Create PO. From here, this is going to create a standard stock purchase order, but the line items will be of type service or repair. So we'll select our repair vendor, say they'll get these back to us by Friday at 30. We'll ship these back to the Legendary warehouse. And we can see the items we're purchasing here. And we'll say each of these repairs are going to cost $500. And we're also going to see our settlement type on the PO line item is inventory. We could put this to cost center if we wanted the cost to hit a different GL account and not actually add value to our inventory. But in this example, we're going to have the cost hit our inventory. So we'll click save, and this will create our purchase order from which we can send out our purchase order PDF, view our lines, or process our PO. Now here, this PO also gives us the option to create a shipping note. This is not a requirement in order to purchase inventory repair or a service, but is a good process to facilitate the logistics of then shipping the items out to the vendor and then receiving the items back into the warehouse once they've come back. So I'm going to go ahead and submit our shipping note here, and we're going to create this shipping note. We'll say these are going out FedEx. We're going to see this is flagged as an external inventory repair shipping note, which will impact how the shipping note gets created and how the shipping note processes whenever the physical receipts are created as well. We can see where these are going and the items that are being shipped out. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that, and this is going to notify my warehouse team there's a pending ship note that they need to then process and ship out for us. And that is ship note 2116. I'm also going to process my PO, meaning that we have gotten confirmation that we have received the correct pricing from our vendor and that we are going to go ahead and commit this order, which is going to hit vouchers payable and some other things in the background if you have financial entry enabled. So now we're going to wait for these items to come back, in which case then we can actually receive the items in. But while we are waiting, let's go ahead and switch gears and look at the Legendary Logistics app, where we can see that outbound ship note. And now we're going to process these items out, and then we can receive them back in. So let's go to our open ship notes. We're going to go ahead and select that and process this shipment. From here, we're going to go ahead and select the pick, and this is the same screen they would use on mobile. We'll select our outbound shipping bin, and then we'll go ahead and select our items to ship out. And this is just me pulling the item, validating the inventory, and now they've been added to my list of items to transfer out whenever we process this shipment. Now we'll select our ship, and we're going to go ahead and move this into shipping. We can capture our tracking number here and whatever other information is required for your org in order to confirm a shipping event. And now whenever we process this shipment, this is also going to create some receipts for us in order to receive these items back in. So if we look at that down here, we can see the physical receipts that were created for external repair. So now all of these items have been sent out, and we are just waiting for them to come back from the repair vendor. If we also look at the inventory, this is going to show us that now these are in a WIP external repair status and stage, which can be defaulted and defined in the inventory settings. Which if you go into inventory settings, you can set up your default for the inventory status and stage on the inventory items whenever they're shipped out for an external repair. Now if we go back to our logistics home screen, we can go back here and look at our received stock. I'm going to go ahead and select our receiving bin. And now I can also see, if I change this to our all-time view, those items that are scheduled to come back to the Legendary Warehouse here for those pumps that we sent out. So I can select this. I can receive these items. We're going to go ahead and put these to finished goods available. You may put them to a different condition or a different status and stage, maybe even open a work order or a technical order in order to validate completion of the repair. And I'll go ahead and just do that for both of these items real quick. We'll receive these in. I'll go ahead and put them to finished goods available. This does not put cost on them. This is just letting us know they are back in the warehouse. And now if we go back to our purchase order, we'll be able to know that those items are back in inventory. And if we are ready to receive those items in, then we can go over to our PO lines and we're going to complete our purchase receipts. We'll go to our details here and we can see our purchase receipts. If we are happy with our receipt, we'll go in here and just put in quantity 1. And this is what's actually going to add the cost to our inventory, and it's going to confirm goods receipt here. So now we can see this item has been goods received, and we can do the same thing here for the second item. And again, this is the step that actually confirms receipt of repair and is going to add the cost to our inventory because we selected that settlement type of inventory instead of cost center. And now if we refresh here, now that everything has been confirmed and goods received, we can see that our PO has also been completed because we validated receipt of these items. And this is how we would process an external purchase of inventory, repair, or service, as well as ship the items out, receive them back in, and goods receipt those items and add the cost to our inventory. Thank you.